All right, hi, this is Baldwin, and I'm going to talk about why a secondary mirror is shaped like this and why it's got the slashes going that way on it. So the first thing I want to do is show how the secondary mirror sits in the telescope. So you've got a primary mirror here, and you got your object out there at an infinite distance. There. Gotta back up a little bit here. Oh well. There's a telescope mirror just out there at infinite distance is an object. So the light from that object comes in, and I draw rays even though they're coming in planar wavefront sheets. And a planar wave that reflects off a paraboloidal reflector returns, there are the planar waves, returns in spherical sheets to the focus and then continues on in spherical sheets. So if I were to draw the rays, they would go like this. But rays are only an illustration. They don't actually exist. Okay, right there. Use your secondary mirror that takes those spherical sheets to your focuser. So here's the eyeball. I'll draw a little guy. He be ugly. Okay, so what's wrong with his head? So there's his eyeball. There's the focuser. There's the secondary mirror. So if you look at that secondary mirror, it has to be shaped in the shape of an ellipse with an eccentricity of square root of 2 over 2. The reason for that is if you look at that at a 40, look at that at a focus. Where the heck is it? Okay, I'm really bad at. All right, there we go. Focus. If you look at that at a 45-degree angle, it looks like a circle. Isn't that cool? And there's a reason for all that. If you look in the eyepiece, it needs to look like a circle. If you look from the front of the scope, it needs to look like a circle. So either way you look, a ellipse with an eccentricity of 0.707 will look like a circle when viewed at a 45-degree angle. So your secondary mirror goes inside your telescope, and the rays of light are going to go by it. Actually, it's the wave fronts of light are going to go by, but I'm going to draw rays to show that we want this to be parallel to that to block the least amount of light coming in. And okay, so I'll be honest, I made a secondary mirror that had a cylindrical shape, and of course I could tell no difference. But most of the secondary mirror holders are ready to accept that. Of course, I glued the secondary mirror onto its holder with RTV, and so in that case, it doesn't matter if it's cylindrical or extruded at a 45-degree angle. You're never going to know when you're observing. So I'm going to do my best to do this here. Oh, look at my messy room. Okay, so here we go. There is a elliptical mirror, and you can see that right here is that slash. So when we look from the front of the scope, see how it looks circular now? The rays slide right past that, and they slide right past that. Therefore, we want the thing to be an ellipse extruded at a 45-degree angle. That shouldn't have been that difficult, but I'm not real good at this stuff, especially with my messy room. Hope that was useful.